National recruiting analyst Greg Smith here with new Oregon State head coach Trent Bray. Coach, I definitely appreciate the time. I know it's a busy time for all college coaches out there.
Oh, no problem. Happy to be here.
All right. Now, I guess, one of the things too that kind of makes your situation really unique is you just took the job, you got bowl prep, National Signing Day is here, and we got the transfer portal going nuts as it always tends to do at this time. I guess, what has this last stretch of time been like for you and your staff?
Very busy. Very busy. Yeah, you got all three of those things going on right now. Each one presents its own challenges, but I think our staff has done a great job. The players have done a great job getting ready for the bowl game. So happy with how we've navigated this time.
Yeah, absolutely. And what for you to especially, I know you got a good class coming in and you're able to kind of keep things together and continue to build on that class. So I guess what were the priorities for you and being able to kind of continue to build upon that class?
Yeah, I was looking at, where our roster was, the guys we've lost, and then starting about how we're going to plug those holes and fill those gaps. And that's really what led us to where we are and where we're going.
Yeah, and I guess what would you say that you guys kind of as you kind of start to cast the net and you're looking at kind of where you're going. What types of traits or I guess attributes either on or off the field did you guys place an emphasis on?
Yeah, I think the initial part is talent, right? That's the first thing you evaluate, but then it's diving into who they are. There's a lot of reasons, guys are recruited, a lot of reasons guys enter the portal. We got to have a certain type of guy, and he's got to be wired a certain way to be successful and continue this culture that we have here and the brand of football that we play here. It's unique to college football nowadays. So looking for the guys that mentality-wise that fit that.
Yeah, it's funny you say that too, because I was kind of watching you guys from afar. You notice that different style of football. Is that something though that at this point can be a positive selling point for you because it can differentiate you from what other people are doing?
Yeah, I think so. I think it's for the right kid. It's definitely a place where they can come and develop and play a physical, tough brand of football.
Yeah, absolutely. And one of those guys that plays that physical brand of football, Cornell Hatcher, the running back that you guys got signed today. I guess what was the process of him kind of coming on your radar, and then what stands out to you about him?
The process was, with having an opportunity for that running back, the guys that decommitted, we were looking for, okay, where are guys that fit what our new coordinator, Ryan Gunderson, wants to do. And he wants the offense to be more explosive. And so we were looking for those guys that could be home run hitters and can, quick and can hit the hole fast. And that's what Cornell brought, and loved his tape, getting to know him, loved who he was and everything he's about. And, he plays for a great program down there. So all those things kind of all together.
Yeah, absolutely. And then, flipping over to the other side of the ball, we're talking about things that are a little bit different in today's college football and the style of football you play. But JUCO recruiting, also something that today you just don't see as much. But you guys picked up a good linebacker out of the JUCO ranks that was very productive down at Garden City. What stood out to about Goodman, and what do you like about bringing him into the program?
Really, what stood out was his athleticism. And being able to translate to how we play defense with our linebackers. They got to be able to run sideline to sideline and scrape and make the plays like that. And he really showed that on film. And then again, as we got to know him, and I've been recruiting him for a while because I was coaching the linebackers as well. So just getting to know him and who he is and how he's wired, just really think he's a great fit for our team, not just as a football player.
Yeah, absolutely. And one of the things too is we're kind of talking about finding ways to, kind of find your niche within everything going on along with recruiting. And you mentioned the portal earlier. Are we at the point too now with the portal that where now it's swung so much almost that high school guys are going overlooked? Can that be maybe a little bit of a place that you guys can find kind of a honey hole to be able to recruit some of those guys as well?
Yeah, there's no doubt guys are getting overlooked at high school because everyone's gone so portal heavy. We know we want to be a place of substance and culture. We're not looking to flip the roster every year like a lot of programs. So that's really going to be what's going to separate us is we're going to have guys that play together for a long period of time. That trust and belief in each other is what's going to separate us from just 1 year, kind of mercenary style.
Yeah, absolutely. And I guess my last one here for you, coach, I definitely appreciate it. Is I guess, from the outside looking in, obviously, like I said, you guys kind of took over a tough situation of kind of keeping the class together. You did a great job of kind of doing that and then some, building on it as well. But how would you describe this recruiting class to people? If someone just kind of dropped in from Mars and said, "Hey, Coach Bray, describe this recruiting class that you brought in," well, how would you describe it?
They are athletic, fast, and tough. I'd say that about every guy on that whatever position they're playing. Those were the things they had: the athleticism, that they can all move extremely well, and you watch them play, and they're just tough physical players that we love here.
Absolutely. That's how you build it. Well, thanks, Coach. I appreciate it. Greg Smith here, National Recruiting Analyst with Rivals. That's Coach Trent Bray at Oregon State. We'll catch you guys later.